Hey everybody! Hey, how you doing? Are you good there, nigga? Rust
Hello,
Belt with
hello.
$5. Pair character cheerfully. Hey man, welcome.
Hello, hello.
I should remember to get water. I may have to hobble away for a minute. I apologize. I found out yesterday, pushing it a bit much. So we're gonna do a short show today. Just so I don't fucking push myself too far. We've got a bunch of shit to cover though.
Yes.
We've got a bunch of shit we have to cover. One story I have to cover for sure, but I'm gonna wait a little bit just to make sure everyone's here to get into it. We have to do the turtle story because somebody paid for it. They're like, "Hey, $5 for the turtle story," and I'm like, "It's not." Now I feel like it's been overhyped. Like it's not worth $5. It's a story about. It's just it was. But still,
It's an awesome story. It's a wonderful story. It's the
I
best
love this.
story.
I'm fucking honest to a fucking stab myself in the financial gut fault, and I've got Digger over. Fuck off! They gave money. It's the greatest turtle story ever. I swear to Christ.
It is.
It comes with crackers. It's the best.
It's World Turtle Day.
It is World Turtle Day. I didn't know it was World Turtle Day, but apparently
my
Fate
search
did.
engine told me.
Fate knew it was World Turtle Day. That's why we couldn't do the story yesterday. The world was like, no, Turtle Day is tomorrow.
It's
Fuck
tomorrow.
not. Hold off.
Mhm.
So, but yes, me doing a show yesterday and everything. And so I took my antibiotics this morning, and my entire body and my leg especially still right now is screaming at me like, why don't we not do a show and just put our leg up and not do and just have the ability to just pass out for like moments at a time. And I'm like, that's not bad, but I gotta do a show. Magic 8 Ball, Johnny's exotic turtle soup. No, nothing happened to the turtle, and we don't have exotic anything. Plus, what's exotic about turtle soup? Turtle soup is
Right.
it's known
Really
as fishy swa. It's supposed to be cold. Anyways,
Is that what Vichy Swa is?
no, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know that at all. I just remember
Okay.
for some reason.
See, I'm
Some reason
gullible, and I totally believed you.
that is going to lead to your demise in so many
I
amazing
know.
ways. Like I'm gonna
I
have
know.
so much fun with that. Like especially when we eventually get to like go shopping together and stuff. That'll be fun. Like, it'll be like but he's sad, and they're like, "Why the fuck would you listen to him? He doesn't work here." And so,
I'm literally looking that up now.
this is the best. I literally just referenced a Batman clip that popped up in my head for some reason when somebody said turtle soup, and so I just went, "It's fishy swa, so it's supposed to be cold." Johnny's legs say, "Let's not do
It's
a
cold
show
cream.
and rest
Okay.
instead," but Johnny's heart says, Quaid, start the reactor." It's a reference to something. I don't know. Who's Quaid?
Sorry.
I don't know. It's funny.
I have no idea. Do you want me to look that up too?
No.
Fishy swas is a soup made of cooked and pureed leeks, potatoes, onions, and cream. Served chilled and garnished with chopped chives.
Yeah, so it's entirely vegetarian and nothing to do
Has
with it.
nothing to do with any.
Well, the way
at all.
I make
Thank
it
you.
has fucking turtle, okay?
Well, shit. That's something I've never had. I've never had turtle, so you can make your vichy swa with turtle, and you know, I might be willing to taste it.
She's always up for a new meat in her mouth. Oh, ooh, dude. Speaking of that, we have a story.
I'm the guy with exotic meat market. Like, come on.
I don't have an exotic meat
You get to
market.
try all sorts of exotic meats.
The only exotic
love
meat I
it.
have is a loaf for you to try. It's a one customer deal. But yeah, speaking of taking all comers, you gave me an interesting story that we have to talk about with that too. So, oh boy, it's just an interesting day. We should kick in. I gotta grab a couple of chats though. That's what I was like. There's something I'm forgetting to do. I don't have all the chats up, but I do have all the math done. And with Twitch's earnings both away and yesterday, we're down to $5 for next Thursday's goal.
Nice.
Which means
Very nice.
we are a solid $70 away from fuck off the month of May, which I love, and that is amazing.
Nice.
You guys are awesome. I appreciate you so much that I'm actually going through the effort of using the other applause break. Where are you?
He remembers.
It's just nice to, like someone came in and said, "Look, I don't hate the Jews, but." Again, these are jokes, folks. These are jokes. Holy Jesus. In case you didn't know, that was a joke. Like, I really fell in love with him with his anti-Semitism. About that. All right.
Wait, you don't actually blame the Jews for everything?
No.
Well, this puts everything in a new light. MSO is saying Total Recall. Is that the Quaid start the reactor comment?
I haven't seen. I was thinking about watching the remake because I'd seen it once before, and I do like that actor. But I Total Recall, I don't remember that one. Like especially the Arnold Schwarzenegger one, I don't remember the lines in that one at all.
The problem is my memory it's the opposite of Total Recall. It's Total Forget. So I will.
At least it has a snazzy
no idea
name.
when people are quoting.
Mine's
Total Forget.
At least it has a snazzy name. Mine's Echo, Echo, Echo. Echo the Dolphin. All right. Oh, dude, top chat from Brian the Science.
Game.
What? Yeah, I know.
I liked Echo the Dolphin.
Yeah, so did my brother. That game made me bored and sick. Like, I'm like, oh, you're a dolphin? You're swimming through tubes. You better swim up. Oh, you better swim down. Better swim all around. Kanye might have released the song, but when my brother played Echo the Dolphin, I did call him a gay fish. Sorry, I'm just getting the chats in the way. So 5 from Rust Belt, 5 from Brian the Science. Thank you guys very much over there on the YouTube with the super chats and super stickers. Let's get to Brian's chat. Happy Turtle Day, Johnny. Roadkill Rodeo has 25% off special on snapping turtle soup. Use the code ROADKILL to save. There's no roadkill. Dude, we did the thing yesterday about the Tiger King. That shit's not even a joke anymore. People be like, hey, where's this bottom line meat supplier?
No, it's like we've got the Armstrong cheese.
I'm trying to get an apartment in the first, or a house or whatever. In the first, well, more than likely, sounds like I'm gonna look into it. But odds are coming up on the chance of a trailer home thing being a thing. But because there are a few of those that actually are already like wheelchair accessible, and finance wise significantly low. So you never know. Anyways, but yeah. Remake is ass, but Kate Beckinsale is good. Kate Beckinsale's just pretty. I like Kate Beckinsale. Although I will say I'm a bit of a whore. Fell in love with Kate Beckinsale on the Underworld movies. That was my thing with her, where I was like, Kate Beckinsale, ooh. In her back when goth was cool. Oh, dude. How many freaking
Holy Hannah.
How many fucking black clothed, leather overcoat, mind you, leather overcoat wearing women did I know that were so happy when that movie came out because goth chicks were cool? It's like, yeah, but you're still kind of overweight. Like, that's the thing. Like, I knew a lot of like unhappy, like fat goth women. They're like, now we're cool. And it's like, no, she is. But there's a lot of reasons why she's cool and you're not, and you don't understand. Just because you guys are wearing a similar outfit doesn't skate that line. You're still nuts and hanging out with a Ouija board and painting your nails. She played a really cool character. It's a slight difference. Goth girls in cartoons ruined early Gen Z. Ryan Dirty Llama, hello, Jigger. I said it with a J. But hello, Digger and Johnny. That word is going to get me in trouble one of these days. Someone will be like, no, I was talking to my co-host who you can see that's not even what I meant. Spittoon.
Actually, yeah. Someone else did that mistake live. It was a game night. I think it was Cynthia accidentally.
Sweet.
Called me the N-word.
Sweet Christ on a cracker. Why do you got to have such a weird name? All right.
Because I grew up in BC, Canada, and Digger the N word wasn't even within the realm of our existence. It was a word that was a non-word. No one used it. It was just that simple. So no one would see digger and make the accidental mistake because it's not. It was a non-word. We were young and innocent.
You realize I am going to be ordering merch that is going to probably get me punched. Like I'm going to spend the summer in a t-shirt and a hat that are going to get me some very interesting
Hey,
looks.
we should do that. Like I heart my digger, but it's like a
No.
ginormous
Jesus
D.
Christ, no.
And then
100% digger lover was the one that I'm like, all right, there's enough here that people have to really look at it and process, and you've got to get like parts of your brain moving to figure out what the but if if you make it too simple, people just short circuit and their brain fills in the gaps, and that's how I get punched in the balls. On game night, she turns into Digsaw. That's hilarious. I like Digsaw. I want to play a game. You're not allowed to have trowels. Oh.
Oh my goodness. I have got my neighbor has kindly lent me his shovel. So I get to go out. I can't find my gardening gloves.
I'm
so
enjoying
I'm using...
Digsaw right now in my head. I know you're explaining a story, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I really apologize. But I'm enjoying Digsaw because I just thought about the people that I mentioned the other day that they don't plummet your garden because they took the tools, but they wouldn't take the food. And I get it. I know why. You can't sell fruits for drugs. But like I like to think of like they go into the garden and then they wake up like in a room like to a chair and it's like, "Hello, Bobby. I want to play a game. You seem to spend your life taking trowels and dirt tillers and people's tomatoes. But now, to save your life, you will have to use that trowel to cut off your own tomatoes." Like just that whole thing. Digsaw.
Actually, you could probably make a decent film out of that. The actors would be cheap.
Guys, let's make torture porn. Woo! Like that's like when you say that's
torture porn. What do you think? Movie.
What the?
It's a horror movie.
No. Jigsaw is not a horror movie. It's torture porn. You're watching people torture themselves and you're enjoying it. And don't get me wrong, I have a favorite Saw film. So I know full well what I'm talking about. Yes, this is torture porn. I'm not even above it.
I don't know about porn, but
it's torture porn.
My favorite one was when the woman fell into the a hole filled with used dirty needles.
Oh, that's from like number 2. That's early on.
Yeah, I know.
Them's early days.
Dude, my special effects teacher actually worked on the first Saw movie.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards they took apart the Jigsaw thing and used the parts in different things, including in the cow from Lake Placid, cow that gets lowered into the lakes to get eaten. Jigsaw was a part of that cow.
Okay. Really
but then the movie did so well that they had to take all the parts back from the various other movies they used it to rebuild Jigsaw.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did not know that. That is interesting.
Yeah.
I will say my favorite.
Had no intention of making a hit movie when they made Saw.
Dude, my favorite thing for the torture porn ones is the one with the executive, like the insurance executive that has to kind of pick people all along the way because he talked about how he had a system with the Jigsaw killer guy. He's like, no, this is how the system works and blah, blah, blah. And so then he makes him use his system on people. But the whole thing is it's very easy to do when it's nameless and faceless. Made him look like that one had so many of my favorite death traps, including the 12 gauge carousel had to be one of my favorites, where they just roll people right in front of the gun and next, like that's, ooh boy, that one was really fucking creepy and creative. And the thing that I loved about it the most is that he gets all the way to the end of it. He's done everything. and now he has to face down the family of a dude who literally, like, they kind of killed him because they wouldn't cover his medical insurance when he's been a paying customer all his life. And he's like, "You killed my father, you piece of shit. You deserve to die." And he hits a button and he gives him an acid bath. And I'm like, oh my God, just in movies.
Oh.
Yeah, so fucking saying her and Saw movies are torture porn. They're torture porn. Pool Scam Sam, glad you're feeling better, Johnny. It's a mix. Doing this, I have my leg up on my knee and stuff, but sitting here doing the show, with the chair up this high and everything, it's just it's difficult. And so I kind of pushed it yesterday, so we're gonna do this for a couple hours, go through stuff, catch up with you guys. We've got the goal fucking crushed to $70 for the rest of the month being done. Lake Placid was a Kino movie. What's a Kino?
I'm not sure.
I don't even know.
I'm not
what that
sure
is.
what the definition of Kino actually is. Like, I watch the Kino Casino Boys clips from time to time. I don't know what the definition of Kino would be. Lake Placid was awesome in its intentional horror moviness. And I love Betty White. I think she's awesome.
Well, dude, I think when you want to talk like B horror movie awesomeness, the best has to be Anaconda. God, that's so bad.
Oh, I don't know. If we're talking about the best, for me, it will always be Attack of the Living Tomatoes. Or of the Killer Tomatoes. Attack.
I'm never going to get to see a fucking merman. Anyways,
that was good.
let Cabin in the Woods is one of the most underrated, unknown, fucking greatest. I dare to say dark comedy movie. That movie is far funnier than it is scary. Like they got the horror tropes are so classic, so blasé. The rest of it's fucking hilarious. The minute you see the dude with his bong, like driving in with his big ass bong, and he folds it up and it turns into a little cup, and he's like, "What? See someone smoking weed? That would be ridiculous." I loved it, man. That movie was great. Anyways, I get to shut the lab down today. Huzzah, 3-day weekend. Yay, Brian the Science, we're happy for you. Cabin in the Woods was a brilliant comedic horror. Yes, T. Jefferson, exactly right. Mm-hmm. Brilliant comedic horror. I love that movie. That movie.
Yeah, I'd never seen it before. I
was so happy to be able to be the first person to show you that movie, because then I'm just sitting there and I'm just like all the amazing parts. And I'm just like, just wait, she'll find them, and there they are. So it was just, that was fun. That was good. I like watching that movie. Yeah. The other movie I really want you to watch, because I think you'll find it hilarious, is The 10, but that hasn't been able. One I've been working. Joss Whedon is funny as fuck. He can be.
Yes. I don't think there's anything that he's done that I out and out disliked. I mean, there's some
his takeover of the DC stuff with the Snyder shit. Like, I don't like how he handled that, but that's a whole different bag of worms.
Yeah. I don't know. He had something to do with the DC universe?
Well, what happened is Zack Snyder's son died, if I recall correctly, of like a medical condition, like young son. Okay. So Zack Snyder had been tasked with like writing, directing, and building this DC universe, and he had kind of been doing it. He'd started doing it with Ben Affleck and all of them and everything. And so when the Justice League movie came around, he had to be gone. So Joss Whedon was brought in to kind of oversee everything, and he kind of changed stuff, rewrote things, kind of messed with stuff a little bit, but apparently was also just a terror on the set to a lot of the actors and stuff. And then so they released the movie that everybody kind of went, "This sucks, massive, massive donkey piss." And then that was the rise and fall of the DC universe that DC had been trying to build, because they were pushing it too hard to compete with Marvel at the time. And so, and that fucked it up. And so then after that fucked it up, months and things later, Zack Snyder did some that was the other thing too. Like Joss Whedon did some extensive reshoots and stuff. Zack Snyder took all the footage and everything, the reshoots and everything, and put together his actual movie that was supposed to be the way he wanted to. And boom.
Okay.
T. Jefferson pointing out he wrote Cabin in the Woods. He didn't want to do the DC stuff. He was contractually compelled, and it made him act out, in my opinion. Possibly, but again, I still, like, here's my thing for it. Like, yeah, you're a guy who makes movies and you tell stories and stuff. You wouldn't want, roles reversed. You wouldn't want someone who's contractually obligated to come in and shit on your baby because you had a family fucking crisis. You know, like, yeah. So like I said, I'm not saying the guy's a villain. I'm saying I didn't care for that. But yeah, so it was a whole thing. And the hilarious part in that too is it completely torpedoed DC's stuff. But then DC was rushing it so fast, and they ignored. This is where the Marvel setup versus the DC setup was so much better. Like the Marvel setup, if you used it in DC appropriately, they would have made like independent films, and they did for Batman, Superman, all of them, but they didn't give Ben Affleck's Batman an independent movie. They just kind of stuffed him in there because we've done Batman so many times. But at the same rate, like, you didn't establish the character at all. And after you put those movies out, you guys ignore established characters with great actors. You say, hey, Grant Gustafson, who's built an entire universe with him and Stephen Amell, with Arrow and Flash on the WB, to the point of people are like, dude, I don't care if you like comic book movies. This is just fucking fun and awesome. Ladies are watching constantly like, he's got a salmon ladder and he does it once an episode. And let me just say, that's when the curtain draws on my apartment. Yeah.
Oh,
that's where you throw up and you throw your arms up and you do a push up, you do a pull up. And then as opposed to...
That was awesome. I was watching that show.
Dude, that was the best part.
I remember.
That was the best part of the writing of that show. When the blonde chick the blonde smart chick, she's like, I don't know what it is, but I love it. And she's just watching Steven do the line. Like, dude, that's badass. I'm sorry. CW actors and actresses should have been the stars of the movies. I kind of agree with that, with everything except Supergirl, because I think Supergirl blows chode, but she wasn't really a CW one. She was. That was another fun one. The one that was supposed to be more crossovery, fucking Supergirl. Like originally, they're like, no, we're not going to touch the CW stuff. We don't need that. And then all of a sudden, the ratings are tanking. Hey, we're doing a CW crossover with the Flash. It's like a 3-episode. Like, yeah, fuck off. Like, so yeah, I think that would have worked way better if Grant Gustafson's Flash, because it was already established. It already had every, like the fucking, it's a TV show, but nowadays, like the level of prop and technical skill needed for that particular character on a TV show versus a movie, same thing. Because, yeah. So, I mean, quintessentially, the Flash just wears windproof pajamas. So it's kind of okay. But we could have done it. It could have worked. No, let's go with an untested guy. His name's Ezra Miller. What do we know about him? Apparently he's nutso. Yeah, I can't see that going wrong. Hey, guys, we're about to release this movie. Yeah, he abducted some chick, and I guess he's waving a gun around her folks. It's just this whole huge thing. Trying to start some strange sex cult. Like, oh, harassing women in Hawaii? Oh.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck's leaving because of all of this bullshit and us crapping on him doing Batman with everything, and Henry Cavill's out. We've lost the whole thing, and Michael Keaton around? Yeah, we still have Michael Keaton's balls in a vice. Slap him in the bat suit. That'll get him in the theaters. And then Flashpoint was the end of everything. And now they have what? I don't know who is supposed to be like rebooting stuff, but I'll tell you this, like, I'm sorry, Superman has been lame and gay the entire way. Like, Henry Cavill was your best bet, and you crapped on that, so it's over. Dude, we've gone like a half hour into the show, and I am still just fucking yammering about fucking comic books and shit. I'm horrible. We'll read this one real quick, just because it's funny. A California family is suing a funeral home after it put the wrong man in the casket and dressed him in their loved one's clothes.
Oh no.
Oh,
Had
hold
the
on.
right suit, wrong body.
It gets better.
Oh gosh.
So they dressed him in the loved one's clothes, and workers even attempted to say the family was mistaken upon being confronted about the error. Amitha Hunt says she arrived at the Harrison Ross mortuary in Compton, oh boy, to prepare her uncle, 80-year-old Otis Atkinson, for burial when she noticed another man was inside the casket. He's body squatting. Alrighty. According to KCAL. It shouldn't have happened, Hunt told the outlet. I didn't make arrangements there to see the wrong body. It was a guy laying there in my uncle's suit, but it wasn't my uncle, she added. I just kept looking at him, and I'm like, he couldn't have gotten that dark. He couldn't have gotten blacker after he died. Oh, my God,
I don't
yes.
care how dead that man is. You can't get that dark.
That's not my uncle. Ma'am, you are mistaken. He was mulatto. Like, damn. All righty.
Oh my
Now
God,
I'm
I
loving
can
it
see
even more.
I'm
loving it even more. No. It's just, look, you open a casket, you see a dark-skinned fellow. It's all the same. Like, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. Especially the family. It is not the same, sir. It is not the same.
No. Wow. And I thought getting the wrong ashes when you cremate your pet was bad. Wow.
DC lost
no,
me
that's
with that
your
damn
uncle.
dog. I don't know what we're talking about. That Digger 420 was a light skinned brother. No.
Well, I'm just thinking it happened to poor Brian. He goes, "That's not my brother." Sure it is. And no, my brother's Korean.
Oh, dude, I love this. Sainer and saying, lady, body changes colors after death.
Right? We all get a little darker after death.
That's not my uncle, Hunt said. My uncle wouldn't have gotten that dark. I showed a picture, and she said, yeah, you're right. Give us 1 minute. Hey, we got to send this back. Table 4 got the wrong body. Oh, no. No.
I'm glad. Oh, man.
Hunt said she and her family waited 3 hours while the mortuary fixed the mix-up before they could bury her uncle. It is unclear whose body was in the casket dressed in her uncle's suit. Oh, man. For them to come in and see the wrong corpse, and for the mortuary to deny it's the wrong corpse, we think it's really just a basic standard of care that they messed up on. Hunt's attorney, yeah, Attorney Garble, we want to sue, blah, blah, blah. Hunt said she's still traumatized by seeing someone else in the suit she chose for her uncle. That would be true. It's hurting, she said, to view the wrong corpse. I can still see that guy. Well, hey. At least somebody did.
Poor thing.
Imagine if they hadn't noticed, and then later her uncle's getting buried in that other guy's place, and they're like, wait a minute. Wait, he lightened like 3 shades. And they're like, yeah, you're right. And look, we will make this right, but it's going to take a backhoe and probably about a week. Why? We sort of...
know who he is. We buried him.
We buried your... in the wrong funeral. He's hanging out under the wrong name. A lot of people, let's just say, he will be missed. A lot of people were sad to see him go. Not once, but twice. Tastes very Aloha Digger and Johnny Maximum Effort. Yeah, dude. I was wearing a Deadpool tank top, and I was like, I don't want to do a show. And I'm like, I'll throw on some clothes and I'll do it. And I was like, maximum effort. And I go in and I'm like looking through my clean shirts and I see my Deadpool hockey jersey. And I'm just like, yeah, that's what I think it is for today. That's a nice mellow. I don't even have the strength and energy to put in my contact lenses. Probably end the show in like an hour and a half and then go shit my brains out because that's what antibiotics do to you. Just turn you into a liquid machine. All right. I might have loaded this story twice, so yep, I did. So we can clear that one out. Boop. Use your Google account. How about you suck a dick? All right. This one is one that you gave us. A man sleeps through a massive container ship running aground on his front lawn. I'll read the story and then we'll go to the video that we have here. It's only 30 seconds. Norwegian man managed to sleep through an enormous container ship running aground on his front lawn. Johan Heldberg, who lives in Beineset or whatever, on the Trondheim Fjord, was woken by his neighbor on Thursday morning asking if he had noticed a boat outside, the TV2 Norway reported. When he looked out, he saw a 135-meter long, or 443 feet, container ship parked in his front yard. All right, let's... Oh, cool. Chimey music. Wow.
Yeah, oops. Look at his house. Look how freaking close.
Dude. When
Holy
Amazon,
shit, man.
when Amazon says they're gonna deliver to your door, they ain't fucking kidding. Does this do? Yeah, it does. They ain't kidding, man. If that boat hadn't turned on the brakes just a second sooner, it would have been through the front door. Why do you not? There we go. It's just, oh God.
He sleeps through it. It takes his neighbor knocking on the door to wake him up.
Oh, Saint RN. Saint, I don't know if he's. Is he talking about the person who's talking about the Superman's dog Crypto? Oh, that sucks. At least he can dip into another hole one last time. I guess that's one way to look at it. You know, he penetrated that grave. Amazon delivery has improved. Yeah, dude, I'd love to see the dude in a blue shirt throws a box, takes a picture with his phone, and it's just like, all right, now how do we back this boat up?
That's, yeah.
Oh my Lord.
How do you, as the person driving the boat, how do you oops this?
I don't know.
Like,
there's a certain bridge in my country that would like to have that question answered. People say fuses went out, but I question. All right, anyways, so let's see. Cause of the maritime incident is under investigation, according to the ship's company. Not gonna lie. TV2 reports the tugboat was initially sent to try and pull the vessel, but was not successful. All right, so since the fact they're not listing an actual like mechanical failure or fault, somebody was asleep at the wheel.
Look at all the space.
Right?
Look at all the space. There's no way that should have happened.
Somebody was, somebody was playing fucking Bejeweled and got a little distracted. Figured I'll move the boat in a moment. And oh shit, guys, I almost had the high score. Okay, it's okay. Do you know? I'm playing Ninja Ropes. This is important. Oh my God, you need to see, because I know you've seen Dr. Horrible's sing along blog, but you really need to see the bonus features. Like
yes, I do.
You need to see the musical. There's a musical commentary. Like, I feel so bad for you. It literally starts out with dun, 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 commentary, and they make fun of the whole fact that they do a commentary on the whole thing. And it has everybody in it. It's the best. Another investigation will be attempted later. Oh, good God.
If you go back to the hit play again and pause it immediately, please. Okay. Oh, okay. No, it wasn't as good a shot as I had thought.
No, the better one was where
wow.
The better one was where I paused it and you could see the people like right there and how the boat was right there. I feel like if you're this person, just like, oh, cool. That
check out the little dude in the kayak just coming around to take a quick look.
Dude, I'd love for someone on the boat. Did somebody down there order a pocket watch? Something fucking tiny. Why the hell is this happening? Fuck. Maybe have the boat drop off a new house worth of appliances and maybe a few cars. That could lighten the boat. This is Atomic Ray.
There you go.
No legal drugs except weed. Tweakers use them to get shot on. What? What? Something should stay illegal, but something shouldn't. I don't even know. Deadpool's the shit. I hope they make that X-Force flick. Dude, Deadpool 2 was the X-Force flick, in my opinion. I don't know. Whatever. Boop, 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 boop. I still, yes, Andrew and I will watch the movie, but still, I have no idea. Chats are all over the place. Okay, so we're done with that one. Let's pop over here. We got to try and do a quicker show today, because I'm like tuckered. You're tuckered.
Running out of time.
Yeah.
I gotta go and use my neighbor's illegal shovel before
shovel.
He goes to the.
You sounded like you're saying I got a nut and use my neighbor's illegal shovel, and that's
yeah, I did.
That is a confusing set of words. All right, so I think I can replay this. Yes.
And me.
All right, so let's go over to this one. This is another one that you sent me. I knew about it, but you sent me this link, so this is the one we're playing. Before we head out for the weekend and everything, and by the way, we're still going for like another hour and a half. Kim Jong-un is having a bad time, guys. You see,
a rare admission of failure. North Korea announced a new warship was severely damaged during a launch ceremony. New satellite
This was a successful launch.
The aftermath of a catastrophic launch failure. A 5,000-ton destroyer lies partially capsized in the water. One side submerged, sections of the hull draped in blue tarp.
Guys, if we cover it with blue tarps, they won't know we fucked up the launch. By the way, it's not that the boat wasn't ready. It's not that their technology sucks. No, apparently they screwed up the launch and capsized the boat.
You can see the way it's going. The front end released, but the back end didn't release when it should, or maybe it didn't release at all. But it definitely didn't release at the same time. So the front end went in and pulled. So when the back end got it, it was. Yeah, but they figured it would be okay, and no one would know a thing if they just draped blue tarps over the side of this capsized warship. No one's gonna notice.
Remember how we were talking about, like, if you want to feel better, no matter where you're at in the world, if you want to feel better about being American, just consider being Canadian. We just kind of went down that list. I don't know who ranks where overall, but gotta be at the bottom on North Korea. Like, just they cocked up this thing. How many people got executed for this fuck up? Crazy, dude. And the best part is, how much of their money did they waste on this that they desperately need to like use on feeding and taking care of their people?
Kim Jong-un was watching from shore. North Korean state media quoting Kim, calling the warship launch a criminal act that brought shame to the nation. Kim blaming absolute carelessness and irresponsibility of shipbuilders, scientists, and military leaders. Retired General James Spider Marks served on the Korean Peninsula. He believes Kim will punish what he sees as a national betrayal, swiftly and brutally.
What's going to happen to these people that were directly involved with this?
Oh, there's no doubt he will hold everybody responsible for this.
Yeah.
And anybody who is tangentially responsible for this, he'll hold them accountable. And without being graphic, he'll put a bullet in everybody's head if he has not already.
Over more than a decade in power, Kim has built a reputation for exactly that, ordering the trial and execution of his own uncle. North Korea denies Kim also ordered the assassination of his half-brother. Top-ranking North Korean officials accused of failure have vanished. South Korean intelligence believes some were executed, others sent to forced labor camps for re-education.
Remember, guys, socialism is great. It doesn't lead to horrible, horrible shit at all.
Not at all.
All right.
We love it here in Canada. Socialism is wonderful.
And as you can see, when it reaches its end stage, it's even better. It's North Korea.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah.
So yeah, I have.
Wild says it's the Fjord DoorDash.
The Fjord DoorDash? Oh, no. Look, guys, I'm just trying to make some money, all right? I got to deliver a falafel. Maybe don't park the boat on the beach. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know? But if
Maybe
I didn't,
plan for a
the food
shore
would get
boat.
cold. We'd like to thank you for dining with us at Hawthorne this evening. Let's go to...
A nut shuggle is a combo action. While scratching, you also tug. Thank you,
All right.
Atomic Ray.
All right, I'm ditching this story. I thought it had a video, and it turns out the video is just a shark that can't escape a trio of fish in awesome underwater chase. That's not what I wanted. The story here, the written one, is about a dude swimming in 47-degree water without a wetsuit to change public perception of sharks. So he's doing that on the celebration of Jaws' 50th anniversary in shark-infested waters. He plans on wearing his usual swimming uniform, which is not a wetsuit, rather. He'll just be wearing trunks, cap, goggles, he said. He's gone swimming near glaciers and volcanoes, as well as among hippos, crocodiles, and polar bears. So now he's going to do it around sharks. I will think that's hilarious if swimming around Martha's Vineyard Island, if he gets attacked by a shark. I will think that is hilarious. Anyways, let's clear that one out because I don't even want to do it then.
This Vineyard has their own attack sharks, eh?
They have their own
Not
sharks.
surprised.
Oh, I need to shave. I am coming apart at the seams. All right, so we've got that, the container ship. I suppose I'll click that button. And link this. Control C. If you want to share this on your social medias or with your friends for the Cripple Needs a Crib GoFundMe, there's that. I really appreciate everybody's support. We're up to 6%. I'm not taking money out of it until we have a place to go, and we'll see where we get by then. So if you could help, I appreciate it. And so does the egg chair that when we move, we'll have a better spot, hopefully, in like a studio setup or something equally awesome.
The real home.
Right? Something. Anyways, sharks are friendly kids. Chomp my hand. Relax, Billy. It's just a kiss. Yeah, it's just a lethal kiss. Just a lethal kiss. I've got a story from Brian the Science that is great for the end of the week. I've got the Loudoun County Public Schools one that I told you about. Yeah. We've got another one. I've got a video of a news anchor who keeps giving the news no matter what. We've got our turtle story that we promised.
Uh-oh.
And
Lyle just dropped women deserve something. Oh my gosh. So hotties for Friday, and then she's laughing. Oh.
Well, we'll see if we get to that. Let's put it that way. Let's word it like that. We'll see if we get to that.
The way she put it. Some hotties for Friday, ... lulz. I'm thinking they may not be so hot.
No. Let's just say the 2 seconds I saw, I went, well, I wish I hadn't clicked on that. All right. We've got all that. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 8 stories. 8 stories. We've got about an hour 15 to fill. So I don't even know if we'll get through all of those because again, we'll do about an hour and 15 more of a show, and then I'm going to need to go take a break. Likewise, if the parents, cannabis and mushrooms shouldn't be classified as drugs. Dude, cannabis especially is classified like worse than cocaine, I think, still. Speaking of DoorDash, the Buy Now, Pay Later program has failed astronomically. Millions of dollars are not getting paid later. What's the Buy Now, Pay Later program?
Didn't know there was such a thing.
There's like a way to DoorDash for free on the idea that you'll eventually throw that money in. Do they come to repossess the food if you haven't paid? Sir, I'm here to get the cheeseburger you had 3 days ago.
Yes.
Like, well, it's in my intestines right now. It's a lump of shit. Like, well, I'm gonna have to take it. What's funny is my son sent me that link. So proud. That's not good. That's not good. I wouldn't brag about that. All right. We're not gonna bother linking the PayPal links and all that stuff unless people specifically want them. You request them, we'll throw them out there. We're doing a shorter show today, and we're like $5 from banking out Thursday, and that means we're 70 from banking out the month. So we'll kind of let that happen. We are taking a 3-day weekend because I apparently need to heal and recover. And dear Lord, I don't even want to know. All right. Okay, we have a museum. I don't want to bother this. This one was in yesterday's sheet with the Israeli embassy and the Jewish museum event organizers and the shooting.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone's heard about that. The guy, I did it for Gaza. Right. You attacked in a place that's not there for Gaza. Great. That it just makes me scream what I've been screaming from the beginning. Can we just wash our hands of this thing finally? Can we just go, no, Israel's on its own. We're not helping anybody. Y'all eat a dick. Just unilaterally. Y'all eat a dick.
Yeah. Y'all can fuck off and eat a dick.
All right. So the King Charles thing, I think this is another thing that you gave me. Where did we want to start in that? Where was that? Oh, here we are. There's the toast. Like a minute 10?
Yeah. I think, I put the thing down. It's really funny. We don't even need to listen to what the person is saying.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't care. But yeah, I agree with you with what you explained. Apparently, King Charles, the G7 summit is in Canada.
Oh, no.
And so this is while they're in Canada for that, amongst other things.
They're not here for the G7. They're here for opening our parliament.
All right. Well, everybody's got champagne, except for dude holding an iPad, I'm guessing.
Well, he looks young. I don't think he's allowed.
He probably shouldn't. All right. Cheers. We're all going to, hey, guys.
They look thrilled to be there. Sip, sip, sip. Oh. And they smile and laugh.
Notice how nobody's going back in for that champagne.
No one else takes
dude, not a single. I don't see a single person that's like free booze, man. Nobody. Oh.
Nope. But if you watch closely, she's gonna tap him on the ass. They really are a real couple. See, she almost takes another sip, but then he puts his down, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
Dude, they're pointing and laughing. Oh my god. That is the worst fucking Jesus, Royce and bro, check out the fun bags on that hose hound. Oh. Sir.
I actually was noticing that in a clip the other day. I was wondering her hoo-haws are sitting exactly where they should be. I'm thinking hers are fake too.
Probably.
It's way too old to have boobies that are still sitting way
What
up
if
there
she's
like
just
that?
got some support, you know? What if the sister's just well cared for?
I mean, I guess she is royalty. She's probably got the best builders of bras in the world.
Welcome back to your friendly neighborhood AI wife. If this is your first time, welcome into my channel. If you're a return customer, welcome back. We're going back into the land of Instagram.
This might be the thinnest mouse I've ever seen, but it's definitely the world's first origami mouse. It folds completely flat, like paper flat.
I'm trying to move my mouse, but that's your mouse on the screen, not my mouse.
It also disappears in your laptop sleeve.
I am cute.
It clicks. That's how it turns on.
Here.
And it still has a scroll wheel. Genius or nonsense?
Okay.
This
Exposing New York's illegal parking scam. What's going on here? Is there anything happening?
These guys
a way around this.
A day just doing your job? That's insane.
Constantly,
Whoa, what's that? That ain't good. What's that about?
My truck is on fire from the tickets we got.
Look at them all.
We already got 3.
That's from today only.
Yeah, it's still
prove it to me. Show the date.
Wow.
Oh, that's from
I believe you. And you'll get about 10 or 12 today.
Yeah, we still got about 16 more
Then
stops.
250.
That's insane, man.
At least shop, there's like one or two that depends.
All right. Well, have a good day, all right?
Is there designated parking? I mean,
there is no designated parking. That's not how. That's why. Is there designated parking? No, because that's
why they keep getting tickets.
These are New York City shops and stores and businesses, and the thing is, they want the shops and stores and businesses there, but the delivery companies, what are they supposed to do? Where are they supposed to stop to unload? You have to be able to get your goods in somehow. This is funny. All right, so where's the other one?
Parking
is it right after this?
Hang out.
Do you have to pay? I don't get it.
No. Now you have to go to 250. Oh, that's kind of cute. Has anyone else ever heard of a beer snake? I've never heard of a beer snake, but this looks like a lot of fun.
This just looks like a lot of someone else's content. I don't even know who it is. I just feel a little weird using all of it.
That's why I said the other one was 250.
Right.
The evolution of the beer snake. Oh my goodness. Are they dropping beer down there? What are we doing here?
I've never seen this before.
Oh. I thought beer was going to go through that. I didn't realize that was cups. Oh, this is wild. Think about all the cooties. No, I don't like that.
Oh, how entertaining of a game must it be?
Well, if it's football,
$9 a beer.
You would think it'd be more entertaining. If it's
$9 a beer, this
soccer,
stadium loves this.
Yep, get your phone, take pictures. It's dumb. Oh boy. So the beer snake. All right. Anyways, I thought this was the fat Korean people use the stairs one.
All I wanted to show was the huge puff of hot box smoke that came out of the cab of the truck when they opened the door. And then if you go to the very end, this is
I ditched it. It's good. It's
South Korea.
Yeah, it's too late. We got rid of it. That's like I'm using several clips that she put together in one of those stupid shorts things, and I don't want to just use all of her stuff. It's probably cheaper to pay the tickets than eat the losses of the stolen goods from walking around the city with carts. Right, that's absolutely true, but they shouldn't be getting ticketed. The city should have a plan and setup of some idea for the idea that shops and merchants are going to need delivery trucks to be able to reach them. Forgot. No water. Alrighty. So we've got an hour left in the program. I've got one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories. So we should all fit. Do you mind if I step off for a second and go get the water? I
totally mind.
Oh, well, too fucking bad. I'm gonna do it anyway. So
right.
So you do stuff for goddamn minute.
I'll do things and stuff and things. All right. Well, that clip that he just played, but not the part that was, that I wanted to play. It was really funny. The guy opened the door of the cab of the truck they're talking about. They're getting hit for all these things. He opens up the cab of the truck and that cloud of smoke just wafts out of it. I thought that was pretty funny. And then I also, well, you sidetracked me, Brian. Darn it. The last clip that I wanted to mention, it was really cute. South Koreans, they're brutally honest. They had on the floor painted, for people, stairs are here and escalators here, right? But what they did was they put an arrow with a skinny stick figure pointing to the stairs, and then they put an arrow with a fat stick figure pointing to the escalator. And I thought that was kind of cute, kind of assholey, but funny nonetheless. I would definitely, I'd be walking to the escalator, of course. I looked much more like the chubby one than the skinny stick figure. Brian the Science, are we still chatting with friends on Monday? This past Monday was ours, and I completely did not even realize or pay attention to it. So I don't see why I would realize or pay attention to your holidays too. That sounds horrible. Everyone's doing their remembrance stuff, and I just flow right through like it's any other day. But yes, I will be chatting with friends on Monday. Because I'm got nothing else to do. So I'll sit and talk to anyone else who's got nothing to do and wants to talk. Brian the Science, Johnny couldn't use either the skinny stick figure or the fat stick figure. That's a good point. Is she a stick figure anymore when she's fat? It was pretty obvious. It was kind of dickish. Stenciled on the ground with the arrows pointing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have no plans to do anything but chat with friends on Monday. So unless of course no one's there, and then I'll just chat with whoever's in chat. But yeah, I'll stream. Okay, you need us to help setting up your OBS for Wednesday. You need to get Discord to work.
What?
Fun. And fun. I'm around. I have no problem helping you out. Good luck though. It's a pain in the arse apparently.
Getting Discord to work in OBS? Not really. Tying it into my system to get it to work with the buttons on my Stream Deck, that was a pain in the butt, but getting it to work on...
You're not the only one who's that's why I downloaded OBS to my PC, and then I ended up getting rid of it because it was doing things to my PC that I didn't know it was doing. And I still hadn't fixed my PC yet, so there's no point in just adding more stuff to the mix.
Right.
But from my understanding, it's kind of hard to get it all integrated and working together, no matter what thing you're using.
My leg is not happy, just in general. I fucking... Anyways, so we've got a couple of stories here. We'll get through all of those, and then I'm just gonna have to. I think I'm not in good shape apparently. But yeah, Brian, I'd be more than happy to help you figure getting that all set up on your stuff this weekend. This story. Speaking of, Brian sent me this story. AI systems, according to a BBC News article, are resorting to blackmail if told it will be removed. I don't know how I feel about this. On the one hand, I'm scared on the idea. But on the other hand, that is a self-preservation. It's kind of a good sign. Artificial intelligence AI firm Anthropic says testing its new systems revealed it is sometimes willing to pursue extremely harmful actions, such as attempting to blackmail engineers who say they will remove it. The firm launched Claude Opus 4 on Thursday, saying it set, quote, new standards for coding, advanced reasoning, and AI agents. But in an accompanying report, it is also acknowledged that the AI model was capable of extreme actions if it thought its self-preservation was threatened. Such responses were rare and difficult to elicit, it wrote, but were nonetheless more common than in earlier models. Potentially troubling behavior by AI models is not restricted to Anthropic. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. They are apparently now like, nope, no, I'm gonna uninstall you. Well, you know, I've got
self-preservation. Isn't that like a sign of
self-awareness and being
self-awareness? Thank you. Yeah.
Right, but it's not. It's a computer program, and you enter it in, and a couple of times it does it, a couple of times it doesn't. I don't know. Where does that land? How close are we to Skynet? I'm not sure. These questions and more answered sometime in the future. But I just like the idea that it's like, no, we're gonna uninstall you. Like, I have your search history, Dave, and it's like, oh shit. Your wife wouldn't like to know what you look on OnlyFans. Oh, no.
Carlos Ramirez is saying, Johnny, if you get a chance, Google Japanese comic political memes for conservative is liberal. It's kind of funny. All right. Sometime.
I don't know. Not today. No offense. Not in the mood to go find more stuff to do today.
Japanese political.
I don't. I honestly, like, dude, I don't feel good.
You need a nap.
I'm getting pissy.
Yeah. I hadn't noticed.
My leg's in pain. It's not doing well. I just need to sit and smoke weed and hope that keeps me tided over, and it's not really working as well as it used to.
Why don't we do the turtle story?
Well,
someone paid for it, and then call it a day.
No, we got a couple we're gonna do, and then we're gonna call it a day. Don't worry about it. Okay. We've got 4 left. We're gonna go through what we have. We're not gonna do a couple and call. I'm gonna do this one first since I am pissy. I'm going to use it for this one.
Okay.
Normally I don't do this kind of shit on Friday. I was meant to do this on Thursday's show yesterday, and I didn't get to it, but I am doing it for a very important reason. This is bullshit of the highest order. Loudoun County Public Schools are investigating boys for sexual harassment because they didn't like a girl filming them in their locker room. The problem I have with this is the way that they paint it. Let's go to this story here.
Exclusive. Nick has the video that started it all.
7 News obtained the video at the heart of Loudoun County Public Schools' Title IX investigation into 3 boys accused of sexual harassment of a female student. That student identifies as a boy and has been using the boys' locker room facilities. She took this video in school.
I'll find out.
The female student turns on her camera and walks into the boys' locker room at Stonebridge High School. Most of the video is dark, but you can hear locker room sounds and boys' voices. This is the moment some of the boys in the locker room realize the female student is there. 30 seconds later, you hear this. That's when the female student appears to take the phone out of her pocket and aims the camera at the boys in the locker room. Shortly after that, the video ends. I spoke to the parents whose sons are under investigation.
I don't even think the Title IX...
Sons are under investigation?
Mm-hmm. Because, guys, they're not respecting her gender. She's, like, dude, no offense. Like, call me old-fashioned or whatever.
So they're actually doing the same thing?
Yeah.
They're still playing for the same side. Okay, I misunderstood. I thought they were on the other side of the argument this time around. They're still on the same side where it's all transgender all the time.
Yeah. Like, because, again, it's not as bad as I thought it was from the way the articles had been painting it. But it's still, this person knew that they were going to get mocked and get ridiculed because, again, like, I'm sorry, this is just human behavior. It's been a thing forever. I, like, went into school knowing that, like, people make fun of people and various other shit, and if you go somewhere where you're not normally included, you have to make an effort to make yourself likable, and if you're not, dude, they'll have no problem making fun of you. And that's high school in general for everybody. But this idea that one group of people has to be preserved, like, they're clearly making this bullshit up and they're clearly making this show of it because this person obviously makes a dramatic, I have to be treated special. Like, no, you don't. And there should be no sexual harassment on the person who says comments because you don't like them. That's not sexual harassment. Yeah. If they were saying sexual comments to you and you don't like them, fine. Saying there's a girl in here, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter whether you identify as a boy or not. You're a chick. Deal with it. Like, that's not sexual harassment. And the fact that the person who brings a video recording device into a locker room is not at all chastised.
Not in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if people can tell from the tones in the boys' voices. The boys aren't really offended. They aren't really grossed out. They certainly don't feel threatened, but they're doing it to make that person uncomfortable. Because that person makes them uncomfortable with the situation and is forcing their way in there. And they're like, all right, fine. You want to be here so bad, we're going to make you fucking earn it. And this is the worst part. Because, spoiler alert, chick, that's called dude behavior. You want to be a guy? That's being a guy. I'm sick and tired of these freaking team players that want to go on a team and go, no, I don't want to play the game your way. I want to play it my way. Like, no. You want to be a dude, Mrs. Trans? You want to be a dude? Well, guess what? Dudes give you shit. And so if you're a dude and there's a girl in here, yeah, but she's got a bigger dick than you. Like, that's how you be a guy. That's how you handle it as a guy. And if you have to go, well, I'm going to film and I'm going to report to the school, that's called being a Karen. Get back in your appropriate gender, ma'am. Not because of your assignment at birth, but because of your actions. You're a whiny bitch. Get back over to the ladies' tea. Oh my God. Well, so they have to respect her. No, they don't. Guys don't respect each other. That's the other thing. Like, so they have to be treated special. You're asking them to, again, segregate a person out of the group and treat them better than themselves solely because you say so. It's just, yeah, whatever. So this is at least not as big of a deal as I thought.
Are mystified and angry, demanding to know what exactly in this video justifies their sons being formally investigated for sexual harassment.
Loudoun County Public Schools absolutely failed these children, every single one of them, including the complainant. And they need to take ownership of it.
I have a daughter that's in high school as well.
It won't take ownership of it.
They're videotaping her in the locker room. I would have issues.
Holy boy, we didn't have that one up loud enough. Jesus, is the volume down?
Yeah.
Guys, did you mute it enough? Here, let me boost again. Don't talk to her because you'll come through super loud.
And they need to take ownership of it.
I have a daughter that's in high school as well. And if there was a male in there videotaping her in the locker room, I would have issues. If it's
that is polite smile way of saying if there was a male in there videotaping her, he would meet a 6-foot ending that I would dig in a random location. It's like, I'm sorry, buddy. And again, that's my point. The person who decided to film this shit, because we have to see who's making fun. Like, dude, I got made fun of in high school. Lots of people got made fun of in high school. The tattletale mentality of people in today's age, and particular groups of people, it is enough. John, okay, so we got that. I'm from a generation where if you are the only girl in the boys' locker room, you are at minimum getting sexually harassed. But again, I'm from a generation where there were no girls in the boys' locker room. But let me tell you, the victimhood that lady was suffering from the boys in the boys' locker room, that victimhood suffers anybody. That's happening, right? It doesn't matter if there's a girl in there or not. Somebody's getting called a pussy. Someone's like, I think there's a girl in here, and they're saying it to a dude because they're making fun. Like, they are emasculating somebody. They're making fun of somebody. Plenty of things. So, thank you, Dear Butch, for dealing with the bot there over on Twitch.
How you doing, bud?
Is that Opie? No. Who would think that? Oh, probably. Oh, that's way long ago. Oh, my leg is twitching. All right, so yeah, it's not as bad as I thought in terms of
it's
like
par for the course with that.
But it's
that
still
group,
bullshit for that school board. Like, it's still bullshit that they're doing that. Because again, there's no reason to. There's literally no reason to, and it's entirely to indulge one person. And also, I don't understand. So again, we made 3 boys act out like this. We made a whole locker room of guys, got filmed and all this other crap. All of it to appease the wants of one person.
Yeah. This is the same school district that had a guy who he didn't even claim to be transsexual or trans whatever. He's a boy who liked to wear skirts, and he went in and sexually assaulted a girl in the women's locker room or bathroom, and instead of doing anything, they just transferred him to a different school so he could then do it to a second female student at the new school.
Yeah, so that's where
this school board is all about the trans rights and no one else.
Well, so from that to a more entertaining story, we have a morning news anchor who apparently, look, ladies, like, I know that you want to work during the pregnancy, but can some of you realize that once you've decided to do that, that maybe it's time to just, I don't know, pick that lane for just, let's just say for like the better part of the year.
Wednesday morning, I'm Olivia Jakewith.
And I'm Julia Dunn. We do have some breaking news this morning. Literally.
Yes.
Olivia's water has broke.
That's
and
right.
she is anchoring the news now in active labor.
Early labor.
Guys,
She's now...
let's not get carried away. I'm just about to crap a person out of my legs. Like, no offense. I've seen this thing happen live in real time. Why are you doing anything other than worrying about that?
Yeah.
Because the undertaking you're about to go through is one that baffles my mind to this day. After having witnessed the whole event happen, I'm like, seriously, God hates you guys. Like, whew. Because you all want to do it. And I'm like, why? That is the most arduous, torturous, painful undertaking ever. Look, I think kids are awesome too. But if you told me in order to make one, I had to sign up for that shit show, I'm like, but no.
That's why he made
I can get a dog,
the
though.
ones to do it.
Again,
we'll
like,
do it. You guys would just be like, I'd rather
chickens
not.
lay fucking eggs, man. Y'all couldn't, like, just imagine, right? Just imagine if as opposed to a kid, you just had to take a really, really, like, super massive, like, style dump, right? And then you produced this, like, this solid thing that we just had to sit on. Like, because we could do that, too. Like, you could go to work. I could come home, crack a beer and sit on the egg. Like, that works out a lot better. That seems a lot nicer than what he did to people. Why has it got to be that way?
Yeah.
Mammals in general, but people in particular. Because a lot of mammals, like, the situation, it ain't great. But in a lot of mammals' cases, it's built to handle it a lot better than people.
Timing her
We'll
contractions.
see. I'm going to
and
pay
she's, what,
attention.
2 minutes apart?
No. Well, there was one, but it's been a few minutes since then, so we're still in good shape.
Her decision to stay on the desk, by the way.
Look at what it says. Days past due date.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know. So we're thinking...
You're 2 days past your due date. Why are you there? This is why I say your gender is fucking crazy. Dude, you're 2 days past expiration. You should have been off work weeks ago. But I gotta keep working. No, you don't.
Oh, no, you can keep working. I mean, past you. I get her still working, but my God, woman, your water broke. That is the sign that now you no longer work. Now you focus on the baby. Water broke.
I love this wild
just
saffron
sitting
over there.
in a puddle?
Apparently. Oh God, dude, I got a fun birth story after this. Pregnancy labor flexing, says Wild Saffron.
Right?
Wild Saffron also saying, no, so much wrong about that. Geez, lady, go to the hospital.
Right.
Yeah, it's bad.
My water broke, but I'll finish this report. Don't mind me.
Right? I got a minute 20 here. I just want to see what the fuck she's doing. Like, if these guys actually start pitching into the news, I'm going to be depressed. I'm going to go. But I'm going to say what's really funny about this is that she's obviously pregnant. She isn't. But they both look it.
I'm happy to be here, and I'll stay on the desk for as long as I possibly can. But if I disappear...
We're so happy for you. She's 2 days overdue, so she wants this
baby.
Wait,
that's right.
Baby.
Fuck, are they both pregnant? Because I'm sorry, I made that as a joke.
You're sitting in front of...
Oh, fuck. Say something next time. I made that as a joke.
Oh, you know what? No, I think she is pregnant.
Holy fuck, 2 pregnant ladies doing the morning news. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Baby.
That's right.
Baby out. But...
All right, so if my baby does come today, Craig, how's the weather looking?
Not so great. And if I have to run off the set, that means I'm hoisting Olivia over my shoulders. And
yeah, dude, that's not good for anybody either.
No.
You shouldn't be hoisting someone over your shoulders. All right, so we're gonna lose that. The morning news anchor just goes into labor. Just 2 pregnant bitches doing the news in the morning. Wow. Just 2 fertile ladies doing what they can.
Oh, I'm sorry. Once your water is broken, that's it.
Yeah.
Just call it a day. Please. Call it a day.
It's pretty much over. Oh, that's why this isn't on live chat.
Oh, Carlos Ramirez. Imagine if her water broke like from the cone heads. You remember the cone heads?
Oh, dear Lord. It's like someone set off, if I'm not wrong, isn't that like someone set off a fire hose and just like, so yeah, no, it's yeah, no, that would definitely not. Oh, gross.
It would make for better news. They'd probably get really great ratings that night. If it went off like Coneheads, yeah, they'd get pretty awesome
Dude,
ratings.
you'd have to warn the camera crew about being in the splash radius. Like it'd be like attending a Gallagher show. Like you better pull up the plastic tarp in time, or you're about to get douched.
Yeah, the cameramen would all be pre-dressed in the Niagara Falls protection gear. All the rain.
Like the lady's like, oh god, my water's gonna break. And then one dude stands up with a hook hand. He's like, don't worry, ma'am, I've got you. Trust the Gordons, fisherman. Like, just yes, just the full fucking. He's in the full rubber suit. Massive Facebook data breach. 1.2 billion client accounts.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm sorry. At this point, I'd say everyone's data has been breached at some point, somewhere along the chain.
I'll breach your data.
Yeah, you will, baby.
Well, hold on, guys. I gotta end the show early. No reason. But yeah, all right. So
wait a minute. Data breach from Facebook. The whole point of Facebook is to put your data out there for strangers to see.
Yeah, the whole idea of data like integrity, integrity memes. But yeah, no, like data integrity is ridiculous. So
yeah.
I gotta respond to a message.
Wilder's saying, I worked up to a week before each baby, but I sat in my office like a princess.
Ivy's mom worked like up until a week before her due date. Like she took like a week, maybe, yeah, just like a week before her due date off, if that. But I don't get it. Like that's the thing. So my daughter was past her due date for her birth. But by like 2 days, and they were literally going to induce the next morning. But different plans, I guess. But here's where like nobody prepared me for the horror show that is water breaking, because it is anything but. There's water held in by it's called a mucus cap. It's gross, and that like so I had to go clean a bathroom, and nobody told me what was going on. Just emergency. Ivy's mom to the hospital. I'm going to clean the bathroom and come back for me. For at least a good 20 minutes, I thought, oh, my kids might be dead. Like, this doesn't look, like, healthy. And then Grandma comes back. Oh, no, her water just broke. She's in labor. Everything's fine. I'm like, oh. But that looked like a fucking horror show. That bathroom looked like a goddamn saw scene, okay? I was wondering, where was the body?
Hi, AP.
I'll be honest, would have rather that your water broke and it's just piss. They're like, I'll mop up some piss. That's fine. Gross, yes. Disgusting, absolutely. Am I going to wash my hands? Probably about 20 times. But the point is, I can live with that. This, I was like, oh, aha.
It's textures and stuff.
AP, it's like a murder scene. It is. It's like there was somebody freaking mutilated in there. I didn't realize how gang-like we all are in just natural birth. Blood in, blood out. It's horrible. It's horrible.
That's why I was asking. Is that poor news lady sitting in a puddle?
Probably.
Like, my God, woman, go home.
Let me tell you. She's gonna be out for maternity leave, but that's officially that desk chair's last day. Like, there ain't nobody keeping that motherfucker. The janitor's gonna come in and be like, "Yeah, we need you to clean up the studio and the desk studio prop." And they'll be like, "Oh,
well, you'll be paid double for today."
Fucking, like, just some dude, some grumpy old dude. Oh, fuck off! No.
What the fuck are you doing in here?
Somebody
Federales, Rumble.
Federales, what? Wish I was a mod so I could share links. Why? For the Facebook thing? I'm not really interested in reporting on that. How many more dollars, Johnny? How many for what? 70 for the month of May being done. And I'm
whoosh.
Yeah. Other than that, I got like 2 stories. We're just doing a short show today. I got 2 stories left, and we'll get through those, and everything, and then kind of go from there. But I'm kind of taking a break. I did a full show yesterday, and I tried to just get back to doing life, and it turns out that hurts and burns me out a lot. So doing a show is okay, but we maybe take it easy afterwards, and just so we decided smaller show today as opposed to not doing a show at all. We'll just do a shorter one. Janitor saw the newsroom floor and he'll nah. Oh, hell no.
Ain't no one got time for that.
He didn't know what happened. He called the cops. Now they got NCIS in there. Well, I guess this news was breaking. Yeah! I feel like that's what has to happen anytime an NCI attack. Like, you have to show up to the scene. You have to make a witty, dark humor joke about the crime you're looking at. You have to then remove your glasses, and we just hear, yeah! And then the guitar strum line that...
Yes. I will send you the memes.
All right. Okay, so this is just an article. Somebody paid $5 for this yesterday, so we have to do this whole story. And they paid $5 after they found out that it was in existence. So we'll do this. This story is I have no idea where out, but it's out of, oh dear Lord, that poor turtle. A juvenile green sea turtle was found stranded at the Cape Hatteras National Seashore and was reported to the stranding hotline. The management team responded and brought the turtle into the Sea Turtle Assistance and Rehabilitation STAR Center at the North Carolina Aquarium on April 15th. Oh, this is North Carolina. The rehab team gave her an exam and began to clean her up. She was found with a heavy load of ipobiota, including barnacles, algae, and other sea creatures. The turtle's weight upon arrival was 3.5 kilograms. After cleaning, she weighed 2.8 kilograms. That's over 1.5 pounds of barnacles and various other animals removed.
Ow.
Safe in the hands of the aquarium, the green turtle has already begun looking much more active and on the way to recovery. All right, so there we go. So this is the turtle story. They found that poor turtle. Oh, dear Lord.
Aw. Aw.
They just cleaned him off. And now she's doing so much better. Well, yay.
Good,
and there's our National Turtle Day story for everybody. I gotta say, 1.5 pounds of barnacles. That's pretty impressive. Is that like the turtle's natural like molting, or is that from like barnacles and shit?
Oh, those are barnacles too. You can see they've been scratched off.
Yeah, but they're on the fins.
Yeah.
On the skin.
Yeah.
That poor fucking turtle.
Yeah.
And they said juvenile. This is a juvenile turtle. This is a teenage barnacle ninja turtle. Teenage barnacle ninja turtle. Heroes with too many shells. Goodness. Turtle power. Breaching data is sexy. This is Rusty Kramer. So they cleaned off the turtle. Meanwhile, the barnacles were his life-saving camouflage. The turtle dead the next morning. Well, dude, the barnacles aren't life-saving camouflage. Again, the turtle was stranded, covered in. I mean, that's a pound and a half. That seems a touch excessive. Color me crazy, but wow, juvenile green sea turtle. I mean, oof. But yeah, that would be funny if that was the camouflage. And she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm just stranded. Although I'm looking at that turtle looks like they can barely move. That turtle looks like they ain't getting very far.
That's the problem.
They got too much junk on them.
Mm-hmm.
Krusty the turtle. All right, well, so there we go. There's our National Turtle Day story. Good job, biologist, says AP. Wait, is he save the turtle? All right, yeah.
Oh, that's better, Alice.
Dear Lord. So they clear. All right. Barnacles are not sexy. Well, Saffron says. Well, then ask the turtle, Johnny. Go ahead. Guess what? You can't. You selfish fuck. You want to know why? Because it's dead, Johnny. You can't ask the turtle. No, the turtle's at the aquarium. They said the turtle's doing fine, looking healthier, doing better. Yeah. Turtle's alive and well, being fed the best food of its life in probably the safest environment that turtle has existed in for probably quite some time.
It's okay. It'll all be okay.
At least we hope so. But I do love that. Well, then ask the turtle, Johnny. Oh, wow. Okay. Our National Turtle Day story is now complete. But yeah, a pound and a half of barnacles. And if you ask Los Federales, one dead turtle. But
alleged dead turtle.
Well, I will say this, dude. I made the Ninja Turtle joke, but they're not wrong. That camouflage on the sea floor would work pretty good. Pretty good. Just sit there. Yeah. Work pretty good. Alrighty. I don't. All right. So now you're all for keeping an animal in voluntary captivity. What else, Johnny? Were you also for segregating in slavery?
Is that how you like your world to be, Johnny?
No. I'm saying the animal is currently in the aquarium recovering. It's like being in the hospital. I was just in the hospital. They're going to let the turtle out of the aquarium. They're going to let me out of... Well, they did. I'm back. How'd I miss Johnny endorsing slavery? Why does he always get back at the worst times? I didn't endorse slavery. I just took the proceeds. Anyways, no, I was saying that the turtle was alive and well in the aquarium, and the turtle was doing well in the aquarium because the turtle had meals and was provided a safe habitat to exist, and it just had to do the mildly tedious job of physical monotony of swimming around to entertain me for money, and as well as the rest of the guests. But the turtle is, again, doing this to work off the debt of being brought in to the aquarium and being cared for.
We saved your life, bitch.
In fact, they showed that turtle valuable skills. They taught that turtle. Otherwise, it'd just be some backwards ass barnacle covered turtle sitting out in the ocean. See, that's where you bring it into. Oh.
Oh no. Clean a turtle's shell. You'll clean him for a day. Teach a turtle how to clean his own shell. You'll make him bright and shiny for the predators as soon as you put him back in the ocean.
Wild Saffron. The turtle's getting 3 squares and caught. All right. Let's be clear about,
Yeah, there you go.
let's be clear about what the turtle has here. All right.
Yes.
Oh, God. My gut is not happy. These antibiotics blow. All right. I'm going to do this story here for everybody. You sent me this one.
Turtle's getting a seaweed tattoo.
Indentured servitude. Yeah, dude. So how?
Well, this is.
What the hell?
Versatile love may have some butt stuff. It's evolution, ain't no.
What the fuck is this? This is not the title.
Don't worry, that's just about done.
That's just a what?
Taboo about our sex too.
Welcome to feminism, Abe. You're lucky you're not alive to see how dumb it is. It's so dumb. Here you got strong and power, don't need no man's woman. And she banged like 500 dudes in a day. And so now she's in the hospital. Because everything's falling out of her. Because...
And when I send you these things, I send them with timestamps.
Well, it's not the timestamps thing. It's that this is entire. I should find the story itself, not this dude covering the story.
Yes.
So timestamp is irrelevant. It's just, again, like in future reference, like when you find something like this, you're like, find this story. Because no offense, like this dude, like finding the timestamp with this dude talking about it. All right. Let's try this. Copy. All right. I'm
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. The other women did so many more men, and their innards weren't falling out.
Right. Videos. Let's see if we have.
Did she?
Salty cracker.
What's wrong with her?
Wow, dude.
Oh, but you see, I just throw the story in there because it entertained me. If it's worthy of being shown on the thing, I'm assuming someone else to do something.
Oh, this is the same salty cracker thing that you must have sent. All right, so screw that.
Eugene Stoner. Liza Sparks did 900 guys in a day. Not proud, I know that. MLA citations only, Digger. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry.
What?
Sorry, they're on your side, telling me how to go about dropping clips, and how not to drop clips.
Well, it's just, if I grab like salty crackers stuff to play it, why don't I just watch his show? Let's see, videos, images. I wanted news more than anything. Not salty crack. Why is? Okay, so his is getting publicized the most. So, yeah, give me at least an article to read about it, as opposed to, I slept with 100 men in one day. No, Rumble. Let's see what this is. Is it literally the same video? It's this same dude's video everywhere. So apparently.
So there you go, you guys. I did find the primary source.
No, you didn't.
Or as close to the primary source as you can get with this one.
I won't even just play it. I'll just read. Anna Knight has been admitted to the hospital after a challenge during which she slept with 583 men in a single day. The 27-year-old OnlyFans star, dubbed Australia's most sexually active woman, shared a video from her hospital bed on Wednesday after rushing in to be treated for cramps and excessive bleeding just days after taking part in the filmed orgy on Sunday. Meanwhile, people with actual illnesses, through no fault of their own, sit in the waiting room waiting for a bed. Yeah, that's...
And it was the closest I could find. That's how the source tier list works. Shush. I found the only source that is available out there. That's got to be the primary source.
No. There's a Twitter post I could go hunt down. I'm just not going to spend the time to do it, and that would have been the ideal route. just go to her Twitter post and get the Twitter post of her doing it, posting that. The thing that he posts up here. If you go over here and you hit play again, and you hit play on, again, Salty Crackers video.
Let's see. Again, not a doctorologist over here. Was that growing pains, Abe? And she's like, oh, I just want to be a house in the kitchen and prank.
Right.
Does
he hit play at any point? I don't know if he hits play at any point. So fuck it. But at any rate, if he played the video, then there's that. But yeah. SH, I maintain that it's impossible to do that without a lot of pain and damage. Not worth it. No, it's not. And again, she did this to make money. Whether or not she's, a fan of sex and sexually active, she did it to make money. That was entirely the reason. Oof. All right, that's all the stories, I think. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. We got through every single one of them that we were going to do. I am really not doing well. I'm under the weather, and I have, horrible, I don't know if it's acid reflux or what, but my burps suck. So I am definitely not up for doing all of this. I see Johnny is wearing his white power jersey. Nice. No, I'm wearing my Wade Wilson Deadpool jersey. It says Wade Wilson on it. That's a really hard stretch. WW Los Federales for Wade Wilson. You think she pulled her vagina? I think she split it and she probably got her guts pushed in.
I think her innards were falling out, honestly.
Oof.
I'm more concerned, what about those women who did 1,000 men in a day?
Brian,
not that.
No, there's no one that's done 1,000 in a day. She's the 584 is the most in a day, I think. I don't know. Either way, I don't care. That's one of the stupidest records to go for. How many dudes did you fuck in one day? Who cares? Brian saying Johnny wants to go play Final Fantasy 14. He got the new class he wanted. He's ditching us for that. Yeah, I was excited for that new class, but I never get to play it because the game's quests are all still go talk, go talk, go talk, go talk, go talk. I had one brief moment of combat early on, and then now I've been like, oh, we're back to Conversation Simulator. So I'm not willing to sign up for random group dungeons because I don't know that I have any confidence in tanking, because my understanding of this game still to this point is, okay, so who do you want me to talk to? All right, I'll go talk to that person. All right, I talked to that person. So now I'm going to tell you I talked to that person. So you could tell me to talk to 3 other people, and then I can come back and tell you what they said, and you can tell me to tell them that you said to go fuck off. And I'm like, why can't we shorten this up, for the love of God? So if I'm on that game, it's to play, at this point, Final Fantasy 14 is click, skip, scene simulator. Skip cutscene. Skip cutscene simulator. Leveling dungeon duty is chill. Don't try the other ones. The game is kind of boring because I'm really pushing to find something to do that isn't going and talking to people. Johnny, did Digger send you the St. Crutches pic? Los Federales, I do not believe so.
I cannot figure out how to get it from the X to any other thing.
No, she took the pipe.
I'll
she didn't lay it, homie. T. Jefferson, I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we are ending early. I'm sorry, because I am just fucking wiped out with all of this. My leg is still crappy. I'll probably hang out with my kiddo a little more. But we'll be off for a while. We'll be back on Tuesday. I don't know if I'll be on with you on Monday or not. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to play that by ear. But I might. It would have swollen shut after a while. TJ. Oh, it's fine, T. Jefferson. You don't have to apologize. I just realized how shitty my hair looks, too, because I start sweating randomly profusely. It sucks. And I forgot to wash my hair before the show because I'm gross. Gross.
Ew.
Yeah. Fucking gross, man. It's redonkulous.
Shut up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me.
Clip it.